back of this 88. 88 tries to go to the outside.
And around they go. The 10 of Eric Almirola. Up in the air is the 18 of Kyle Busch. Ryan Blaney is caught in it as well.
Oh, we got a crash.
48 goes around. The big one happening. The one's upside down. Kurt Busch climbed all over the top.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There was no way.
Oh, he's Kurt Busch up and over. Bobby Labonte's in it. Straight.
Oh, yeah, you can just see, looks like the 38 goes up the racetrack, makes contact with the 24 Byron. And that sends Jeffrey Earnhardt and Kyle Larson. Look at the air get under the right rear of the 42. Heavy contact with that right front. Left front.
I'd say for barrier right there. Thank goodness for that. Watch this thing. Watch this.
It's correct. Here they come to the line. It's going to be Keselowski and Edwards. They're coming. They're pump dropping. Here they come to the line. Keselowski's up high. Here comes Edwards. He comes down the block. Edwards goes flying in the air. He hits Newman. Newman is destroyed. Keselowski won the race. How amazing is that?
41 of Kurt Busch. He'll collect the rest of the field.
18's in it, the 48's in it.
The 88 is in it. Just on the front edge.
Here we go.
Oh, upside,
Side
on
down.
the side.
Stewart into the middle of the pack and over. Watch it now. And a huge win. Oh, trouble. Dillon gets turned around into the middle of the pack. Casey Mears is the one that hit him. Caution is out. Race is over.
This gonna be big.
Oh, huge wreck.
Everybody.
They're still running into each other. Newman's on fire.
So we will race to the finish. 4 in the mix right now. Green trying to hold off Kurt. Trouble. Now they'll crash hard. The big one in Talladega is on the final lap. Will we steal green or go white?
Here. Can he do it again? They wreck behind him. They're rolling behind him. Now the 88 spins. Thor Sport is going to win. It's going to be Johnny Sauter that will get the win, but they wreck behind him.
Matt Crafton is knocked out to start finishing.
Big slide.
Touches the wall and then collects it further down. Oh, what a heartbreaker.
33 lead lap cars as Paul Tracy just made a stop 1 lap down. Crash. Car upside down. Start finish line. Stewart.
Daniel, we ended at 50. Got into Allmendinger, who gets away, but behind him, it's calamity.
Oh, AJ moved over and tried to block Hamlin. Hamlin got into Allmendinger, and that started the whole mess. I think it's a
Biffle right in front of Junior.
Paul Edwards. Oh, turns wobble into the outside wall.
And
Kevin, a lot of chasers involved in this one. Oh, 17.
when you get off there, you can drive it.
This is definitely the big one.
That's Kevin LePage's 61 that Carl Edwards went up across the back of. And then it all broke loose behind him. Car slipping and sliding. On his lip. Side over side, end over end.
Kevin Hart's going to win this race. Yeah.
truck's down. Hornet didn't grab it. He got into
And Elliott Sadler was involved.
Menard, Stremme. Green, the next flag will end the race. Oh, around goes Newman. Newman up into Logano. 5 cars into the wall. 7. Caution is out. The race is not complete.
cars around everywhere.
3, 4 against the wall and sliding down to the inside. Reagan's in it.
I think one of the things working against.
Oh, trouble. Allmendinger turned around.
Busch makes contact. 4 cars involved. Harvick is in it, one of the championship drivers.
I mean, we're running 184 miles an hour.
Big crash. Turn 3. Tommy Baldwin gets piled up.
Oh, here's a car upside down.
Big time crash upside down.
See Kevin Harvick there. Marcus Ambrose.
Ambrose is there, comes across. Harvick stops, and Newman's car comes to rest upside down on its roof.
He and his teammate Tony Stewart got into the wall. You see it turns Ryan Newman around. As soon as it does, it's almost like that wing acts as to help to lift the car up. Lands on Kevin Harvick's hood. See Elliott Sadler there involved.
Side by side, Grant trying to side draft a little bit off. Go around it goes. That's Wayne Self for the 98. Look out, back across the track. Big crash as they come toward the start-finish line. Oh my goodness, what a hit.
Wow, what a hit. Yeah, that was a hit.
Elliott tries to get over in a hole that wasn't quite there. And look at that wild ride he goes for. Up onto the racetrack. Held onto that car. Can you imagine that?
You're at Talladega Super Speedway, and it's out for Chase Elliott.
Yeah, tough break. I mean, he's doing such a great job in the top 5. Obviously, a right front, I would say Michael went down. And what gets interesting is they chose to do left side tires into that pit stop.
Crash out of turn number 4. Brad Keselowski in front of Trevor Bayne. Contact. And a big pileup.
We saw this coming, Mike. We've been seeing this coming.
And gets airborne and flips wildly right at the start-finish line. Very reminiscent of his accident at Daytona.
And Ernie going with Earnhardt down on the inside. That's going to hit.
Oh, impact triangle. Terrible crash. Earnhardt in the field, all torn up. Earnhardt's car destroyed. 3 wide behind him. It's McMurray. Harvick and Keselowski 3 wide for the Beatles win. Joey Logano pushing Brad Keselowski. McMurray trying to get him wide. He's going to get turned. Cliff Boyer's going to turn him. And look to action. One time upside down in the fence on fire as they race off turn number 4. A wild. Oh, there it goes. Ben Rhodes collects a bunch of them. Oh, man. The big one at Talladega. Look at the damage. Brandon Brown got swept in the back.
His ability to push. Getting a nice push from him. Oh, trouble. Harvick's around.
Oh, got spun in the back shift on a 43.
How many's it going to collect? Oh, what a vicious crash. Eric McClure. Accident that began, but they have repaired it with... Oh my goodness. The 25 hit hard. That's Chris Cochran. Gosh, that's a hard hit. Scary.
One zig, one zag there, Mike. It looked just like the crash off turn 2. We saw Cochran go high. Smith went low. Perfect. And he's leading it late. Oh, we got trouble. Jim Burton out of the pack. Caution. Great save by Burton.
Elliott Sadler drives through. They're crashing big time at the line. First career win in Talladega.
Look at what happens to that piece of debris. Yeah, there it went. Trouble.
Caution flag, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Brings out the first caution of the day.
Stay there as low as you can.
Oh, trouble.
Round goes Danica Patrick.
Oh, Mikey. Oh, Mikey.
Knocked out at Chase.
It's not going to be good. It comes out. No. Come on, man.
Contact. 2 other cars go around. And Casey Mears' car is torn
This
up.
car just loose early on in this race, but they did settle down.
Not straight away. 48 him and Jimmy Johnson goes
Upside down. Busher. Oh, man.
Chris Buescher on his lid and lands back on his wheels.
Car spinning on the wall, too.
Down at the first first corner. Caution waves for a two-car crash. Dale Earnhardt Jr. for the second time today with Carl Edwards, and Jr.'s car is aflame.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. Stanley Steamer.
Whoa, there's...
And around she goes
There we go.
into Kenton.
Oh, gosh.
Up in the air and into the wall. Hard.
Man, I thought he was going to catch the catch fence back there. The way it landed was...
I am not believing.
Oh, the Kyle stepped out.
Dillon.
Kyle Busch and Dillon side trouble. Car hard in the wall. Two of them.
Keselowski to the line. Caution has waved with Keselowski the leader and crashing are Harvick. All
And it's
those
not Murray. Got it. Man, that thing is flipping. That car is junk. You got that?
And caution is on the track as Almirola slows in a shower of sparks. Gonna stay on the wall.
Breaking down the back straightaway here. Oh, you see the 11 there? You see the pit penalty got him in the back there, got him in this crash. A couple of big hits right there, too. See the 6.
Seven just nips him there. Just barely.
Doesn't take much.
Yeah, it looked like you were saying, Clint, it looked like the 22 checked up just a little bit there.
This is going to be a big moment right here. Make sure everyone knows.
This is a big opportunity for something bad to happen. You can see the water coming on the pit road.
Whoa! Yeah, but and then you see he got right in that water, and he's going to be okay here. Well, I thought he was going to save that.
Eric Jones up into Jamie McMurray, who collects Trevor Bayne in the 6, and it's on. Martin Bayne on it. Martin Truex involved. Kyle Larson.
Between three fast Triple H, 288, 48. Oh, they're spinning.
Oh, Menard up and into Boyer, into the wall. Gets collected by McDowell. Keselowski crashes, and more cars are littered at the bottom of the racetrack.
Guys, I think that somebody may have gotten loose, got either into Jimmy Johnson
Going around. Contact. What an amazing save.
Daniel Hemrick's into the outside wall.
Hemrick in the 19.
Whoa.
Another one of
Is this guy serious?
Oh, got spare. We talked about Lupton. It's the 0-2 of Lupton and a hard hit for that 71. Brandon Hightower, the 18-year-old, hard into the wall.
Just swapped ends on them. Will they make it back? He has too big a lead. He has too big a lead.
Oh, there goes. They're bumping in the back. Haley is into the wall. No caution yet. Infinger trying to...
Oh, and around goes the 16. The 83 falling up to the wall. 3 of them into the wall as it came out of 4.
That's a tough break for Biffle. He had a good car, led some laps earlier.
He falls in right in front of the 24. Chase Elliott around they go behind Elliott. It was a 5 of Casey Kane. He spun the caution, comes out. They were just behind the 24 of Chase Elliott. Logano with the advantage. He moves down to the double yellow line.
And the 88 gets...
And around goes the 88. Alex Bowman slides into the infield and caution comes out. There will be overtime.
Long track through the grass. That's John Hunter Nemechek. Can he save it and keep it off the wall?
Keep it on.
Unbelievable job to keep that thing off the fence
so many times.
That's the reason we're under caution. Just in the pack, and he tried to drive to the bottom. It's a whole lot like what we saw John Hunter. Looked like trying to turn the truck down, and they just get loose when you do that, especially on the flat of the front straightaway or into the tri-oval, and then hard impact into the safer barrier. That safer barrier. That's Stanton Barrett, caution again. Yeah, Matt Crafton was involved in that crash, guys. He cut. See what happened. Oh, Barrett just tried to change lanes, and it was Crafton who was a victim of that bad decision. 33 truck just bounced all over the place. 54 posted pass through penalty pushing, and here's the big one down the back straightaway at Talladega. Back Crafton in it.
And he just knew it had to happen. some point. It was just too tight. There was too much pushing and shoving, and finally it all just broke loose.
Defense. Oh, problem. Gallagher out of shape. Into Johnny West Townley. Peter stays out front. No caution yet. Those trucks are well out of harm's way. NASCAR has decided to let you right back in the around goes to 48. And the caution is out. That will now determine.
As soon as they enter the zone, the 22 Legato has trouble getting going, and then everybody behind him just stacked up. There you see, and the caution flag waves before they reach the start-finish.
And he doesn't come off of pit road. Drivers behind him do. And this one having issues. That's Casey Mears in the 13. Couldn't slow down enough. Getting onto pit road.
On pit road, you see the 20, actually the 38 of Gillen hit the 13, got the 13 going way fast he wanted to go, could not get slowed down.
220 feet. Green flag back in the air. The four not going. They're right behind him.
You are.
Big trouble. Oh, and there goes Fontaine. Contact and around. Crafton involved. Rhodes involved. Parker Klingerman. John Hunter Nemechek. Bo Lamastus. Johnny Sauter back there. Was it?
Here back in 2006, Mark Martin took it to victory lane.
Oh, contact and around goes Todd Gilliland.
And a big hit for the 4. Was running second.
Side by side, Haley and Gregson. Some contact with the 25 of Peters. And Gregson goes around. And they're wrecking at Talladega.
You just see so much, I call it jabbing each other. Everyone is taking every little gap that's there, and here comes a crash.
That's Earnhardt. Got into the 86 to the 51 of Jeremy Clements. Timmy fielding that as well. Justin Allgaier.
And that's a trying to get to the bottom line to try to slow up that top line as best as possible. As
Big crash. Into Allgaier. Cole Custer into the wall. Merry Christmas, Tyler Reddick. And that is Ray Black Jr., who came screaming into his pit stall.
wow. At the end of a super speedway race, they're probably going to make it.
My.
He ran off down on the apron. I don't know why he would have done that. As you can see how fortunate he got with that 99 car nearly into the outside wall.
I learn something every time I go. Noah Gregson through
Noah Gregson. Adeline going to bring out the caution for the 5th time today. Looked like exactly what we saw from Brandon Jones early in the race, but unfortunately.
Passed him, but they were still connected and made contact. Blaney actually got pretty lucky to come out of it the way he did, but unfortunately, it turned Bubba sideways.
Michael McDowell is collected, and behind them, Clint Boyer, Kevin Harvick.
Trying to slow down the car. You can see them wiggling. That means they're on the brakes. Try not to lock up the tires. And nobody hit him.
He just wheel hopped and got the back of the car out, put him right in the box. How amazing is that? A little bit of contact right there. It just turns the 37 around.
Boy, they had
big.
nowhere to go. Truex had nowhere to go.
So happy to see that 37 car stay on the ground with a 95. And the 20 of Aaron Jones going around.
Down on the apron, out of harm's way. No caution.
Just don't see it happening. That 9 car is in the driver's seat.
Stones. Down. Pounds the wall. But they took the white flag, sponsored by 33 of Brownlow, one of our championship contenders, and he's got a big hit in the front. So already, here's how it happened. Oh, Ben Rhodes clips. Was that Rhodes in the 27? I couldn't tell for sure, but he clipped Clay Greenfield in that beautiful red, white, and blue truck, and around Greenfield win, and that collected Nemechek. Bright orange 13 had led just 3 laps before today. Spent a good amount of time out front, but now it's Grant Enfinger, last year's winner, into contact, and Coughlin goes
involved.
Oh, and an issue. Caution is out. And some of these guys aren't artists. I mean, you can tell by the way they push. They started getting scattered.
Sauter jumps to the outside, hoping that he gets some help. They're coming through the tri-oval to the white flag. Clickerman by a nose over Enfinger as they cross the line in the final lap and contact. And a big crash.
And John Hunter Nemechek sneaks through.
Guys, Trevor Bain, a number of cars
And
involved.
more. Logano is in it.
Crashing. Oh, man. Look at that.
Looked like half the field piled up.
Martin is over on his road. Back goes into the wall. Casey Mears, Rudiman is there. Reagan is there. Robbie Gordon, Jeff Gordon.
Who is that, the 48?
Oh, Logano's in it.
Yeah, the
And
48.
Bush and Reagan and more.
The 48 broke loose. Looked like something may have happened to it.
Everybody waving out the window to signal to the drivers behind them that they're coming. Here it
goes Daniel Suarez, Joey Gates, Ryan Reed, John Westfelling, all involved as the leader started to come down pit road. Brendan Gaughan was sideways on the pit lane.
Truex on the outside. Menard's coming with him.
They'll never make it back.
And Denny Hamlin goes up there and got one all the way on the apron spinning.
Carl Edwards.
And now there's the wreck. 3 cars hard in the wall.
Casey Mears, Ricky Stenhouse, Jeff Gordon around. Here come the leaders.
Around. Chad Bowden into the wall. Ty Dillon, the championship leader, is in it.
Poor Ty Dillon, he just can't stay out of trouble today.
But he keeps that thing headed in the right direction.
Casey Kane involved.
You see Steve Blackburn duck to the inside. Then the car behind him looked like maybe have been the 25 car made contact. Then the 35 turned Mike Harmon around right in the middle of all these cars. And look at the hard hits. Alex Bowman goes up on 2 wheels. We saw it happening live.
Upside down, over and over, the 83 of Mike Afrano. A big wreck coming out of turn number 4. Into the grass he goes. Another car sliding by.
That's James Hilton in the 48 car.
Rolling.
Looks like Kurt Busch might have got into the left rear of Brian Scott right there. That's where Morgan Shepherd hit Kurt Busch.
Climax around.
Oh, we got spun on the back side for the 43.
How many's it going to collect? Oh, what a vicious crash. Eric McClure.
Tommy Baldwin gets piled up
Yellow.
with the 42 of Montoya.
Ford's in there, too.
Landon Castle, Martin Truex, Carl Edwards are all involved as one car.
Yes, he did. It's the big one. Whoa, that was close. Woo! Did you see how close that was? Hey, Ricky Bobby, what happened?
Is that what I was supposed to do?
Stenhouse wrecked.
Dang.
Woo, that was
so
close.
that's my reset, right?
Oh, wow. This is so
What do I
different
do?
for me, Mike, when there's a big
reset, or what iRacing calls a fast repair. And we're going to have to go back and see how this worked. See how this happened, beginning right at the front of the field, Michael. Here's your replay.
We talked about the aggressiveness of Ricky Stenhouse, and he was right there where it started.
Well, he was the leader.
Well, you're usually safe if you're the leader at Talladega.
Oh no! Look at him! Woo-hoo! It's so close!
Really hard.
Whoa, Jeff Gordon up in the air, flipping 7 times.
High. That's where Logano goes. He loses control of his car. Yeah, you cannot blame that on Elliott Sadler. No doubt. He went to go high, the 22 blocks, so he changed it, and he says, all right, I'm going to go low. And it just pulled the air off the 22 right there, the 22 wrecked.
Tri-oval. Contact between Truex and Allmendinger, and then Cole Witt turns Kevin Harvick up and into the wall, and Stenhouse and Allmendinger
slides along and crashes with Truex. Caution is out. Race is effectively over.
Oh, no!
Down straight away.
48
A big hit, and Jimmy Johnson goes spinning.
down.
That kisses off though. And this will take some people out of the race, no doubt, Mike. And Jeff, that was right at the same point in the pack. Scott Riggs got turned up to the high side.
And now, under caution, Juan Pablo Montoya has crashed and gone aflame.
Holy cow, what happened? We just got a report that he was complaining about a bad vibration in every gear.
No, Larry, he just slammed
into
the
jet dryer.
I think he slammed into the jet dryer.
They're trying to clear debris off the racetrack, and the car brakes, won't steer, and he slides up the track and into the back of that surplus helicopter jet engine on a trailer used to dry the racetrack.
Mike, I saw sparks coming out from the car as if it had a tire down or something. What an incredible turn of events. I've never in my life. Oh my gosh.
And all that spilled jet fuel found something hot to ignite it. Safety workers quickly on the scene. And this is a bizarre twist to this Daytona 500. Down in turn number 3.
Well, I've seen a lot of things, but I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this. I just wonder if Montoya was going down the back, catching up with the field, and he didn't know the safety truck was up there. They called him on the radio and said, "Watch that safety truck," and the car darted hard right.
And you're looking at what happens when 200 gallons of jet fuel meet a spark, or something very hot after a collision like that. More fire trucks going to the scene. Now that's the front of the race car. It hit the trailer, which went up in the air, and the race car pretty much submarined underneath it.
It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen.
See the safety trucks up top?
Wow. I mean, it just exploded. When it hit it, it just exploded.
And he was traveling at a high rate of speed, trying to catch back up at the field.
Back of the field.
Oh my God. How in the...
Montoya climbs away, and the driver of the safety truck was helped from his vehicle, walked down the banking and away.